Hello and welcome to a replay cast. I'm here today with Zepph. You can find our Twitter information down below. If you like our casting, don't be shy, hit us up. But Zepph, who do we have spawning here today?
In the top right hand corner we have our red Zerg. It is HOTS, otherwise known as Slavic.
And his opponent, spawning in the lower left corner of the map. As you can see here on the overlay, we have decided to nickname him Walmart. We could not decipher which barcode account this was, and we figured, you know, barcodes, Walmart go hand in hand. So our scanner not be able to detect who this is. We're just going to nickname him Walmart for the duration of this game. Most likely will, however, be referred to as the Blue Terran.
Yeah, good old generic Blue Terran. I hear he's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, totally. All these things that we don't know.
Alright, well, we'll see what he throws out.
Well, I was going to say, this, like every other replay we've done, guys, we have not watched this ahead of time. This is pure guesswork, and I think half of that's the fun of watching Starcraft. I would hate to be... like, if I had to watch a replay in full and then go back and cast it after, I think it would be so boring. Like, it would just not be fun. But I'm talking about boring, but we don't have boring here, Zepph.
We do not.
No.
We absolutely do not. This is kind of a weird spot to put it. I mean, surely you could put it somewhere closer.
No, actually, the reason... okay, if this is going to be Reapers, which I imagine it will be with the refinery, this could actually be fine, because the Reapers have the extra speed. They don't have to worry about, like,
true.
You have it closer for Marines because they're so slow. Whereas if this ends up being Reapers, you got so much distance, it's never going to be scouted down here. Like, you'll have a drone scout occasionally catch you off guard when you go to the third base or any other location, but all the way down here, no way.
Yeah, that's really true. I mean, the Overlord path has no danger of sweeping over that or anything, so let's see how much this can actually do. It's just the one rack so far, and of course, I guess pulling out is the first Reaper.
It's so weird. I still can't get over Reapers not requiring tech labs. I see this all the time when I cast with Panda, but I'm dead serious. Like, just being able to naked build Reapers is awesome. Now, is the SCP going to put a bunker down? He is. Okay. So, for those who have never done this as a Terran player, you can do a lot of harass with the Reaper alone, and you don't really need this bunker, and if the bunker pulls drones away, that's just added to the overall lost mining time that this Reaper will cause chasing them around. But if you can establish this bunker, that Reaper has a safe place to retreat to.
Yeah, and the Reaper is now on its way, but the Overlord, on the other hand, has scouted inside the base of our barcode Terran here and had a look. And he knows that something's going on. That's why he scouted the bunker. But it is still going to be pretty tricky to hold this Reaper off, especially since he has no Lings out, no Queens out just yet. Lings are coming out, but Reapers are pretty slippery.
Yeah, I mean, and don't forget the combat drugs. You're going to heal up any damage you take right now. This harass, irrelevant. If this Reaper gets away with 1 health, it's as good as full health. Now, what I do like is HOTS here has positioned a spine collar in his natural, so I mean, he's going to be playing sort of ring around the rosy with these Zerglings for a bit, but eventually, once the spine collar's done, he's going to be in a bit of trouble. And that bunker actually completed. Wow, this is actually really not good for our Zerg player.
Yeah, it's not so good. Actually, do Reapers still have that bonus against buildings?
No, they lost the DH charge when they gave the combat drugs.
They're actually, like, they can't do all that much except be annoying. There's only one SCV here, which a Queen could probably snipe.
Well, this is the big point. This is the really big point we're seeing here. The fact that Reapers can actually reach a spine collar from the bunker, whereas a Marine cannot.
Yeah.
But, oh, is it going to get salvaged? No!
They don't do enough damage to kill it off, though. These Reapers are going to continue being annoying, but now that the Queens are out, it's going to be a little bit more easy for HOTS to be able to hold this.
Well, what's quite silly about this is, quite frankly, these 3 Reapers, while they might not actually do it, they have the potential to pick off every Queen here. That combat drugs is so much healing, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, they sure do. And, I mean, the Lings aren't going to have speed for a while, too, so it's going to be quite a long time before they can be properly shut down. And it's worth pointing out...
Sorry, he's attacking the rocks. I thought he was attacking his Queen. I was like, why would he do that? Like, so terrible. Okay, Reapers, keep up the harass. I like this. Let's check out what's going on at home. He's got another CC coming down in base. He's got a factory up, so whether this is Widowmines or Hellions, he'll actually be pretty set. These Reapers have done their job. They haven't picked off a ton of workers like you might expect, but they've kept him contained. He's also forced a lot of minerals devoted to like Queens and Spine Collars and Zerglings that he probably would have liked to have just been droning at this point. Oh, but these Reapers getting caught in a bad position. Does lose one.
Yeah. I would actually really like to see Hellions come out of that factory, because if the Queens are busy trying to fend off the Reapers, the Hellions kind of have a free spot to sneak in and get in some mineral lines, because there's only one Spine Crawler here, apart from the Queens.
Widowmine's not being too bad of a choice either, because we see that there's no detection. Now, yeah, you can throw it in a Spore Crawler without the Evolution Chamber, but I mean, that's still time it's going to take to build. Those Widowmines will deny mining for that entire duration.
True, actually, and there's some quite smart play you can do with those Widowmines, just running them across the map and burrowing them, and being an annoyance. It delays the Zerg's third, certainly, and they have to be really careful, depending on the positioning of the Widowmine, of where they move their units, and all those Reapers are still alive, goodness. 5 of them.
Yeah, the key location of these, I mean, there's chokes everywhere. Granted, these are wide chokes, but the Widowmine will cover like 80% of it, so chances are your Widowmines will catch something running by at some point.
Yeah, definitely, and one of the Widowmines is already moving out. We'll see soon where he's actually going to burrow it.
It's probably the third base. Yeah, I mean, like, when you've got, it's only one drone coming, you've got nothing to bait it out, you're just going to lose the drone, and then you got to get detection over there. This is an annoyance and a half.
Very nice. We are actually going to have Mech here from the Terran player. He's dropping a couple of extra factories. He's got his starport up. So,
Ooh, I like that he's got the medevac coming out quite early, actually, because this is going to allow him to either drop Hellions or Widowmines, if not both, into the main.
Yeah, that's very true. He's going for a Spire, though, so he needs to be really careful.
Ooh, Zepph, these Zerglings have got to be really careful. Oh, HOTS with a good game sense. I guess already losing one unit, doesn't want to risk more. Oh, no!
Gosh,
Oh no!
About to come
Oh, but the Overseer gets there just in time.
Oh, wow.
That could have been every single Zergling, if not careful, but luckily, time was definitely on HOTS' side.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like he's trying to find where these Reapers are to take those out too. I like how he's only using one Ling to scout and then to see where they are, because he doesn't want to lose any more to Widowmines. He doesn't know how many more are out on the field right now.
Well, we've got a combination of Widowmines and Hellions in this medevac coming straight for the main, and there is nothing here. There's the Spire, but I mean, what's that gonna do?
I actually really like how HOTS tends to get this Overlord speed upgrade quite early, and he uses it to just put Overlords at every single expansion and spew creep and get the perfect scouts off. It's actually a really, really nice tool.
Yeah, it allows a lot of scouting without the necessity of morphing an Overseer. I mean, that's a lot of extra resources you have to devote just to a scout, whereas if all of your Overlords can do it, well then they're all scouts.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now we do have the Drilling Claws upgrade about halfway done, so he may be able to move out a little bit once that is in play, but the it actually looks like the Hellbat upgrade is going to be on at the same time.
Look at this Queen with the creep tumors. I really like this out of HOTS. This is going to super accelerate his creep spread across the map.
I actually noticed a lot more Zergs starting to do this. It used to be with the like hatchery trick thing, you just slap one down.
Plop it in the middle of the map.
Yeah. But this is actually a much better way of doing it.
Now this is really cool. Here's what's great about these drilling claws. For those who don't know, this basically makes your Widowmines instant burrow instead of the like 3-second burrow time they currently have. This turns them from being incredibly defensive to being incredibly offensive. If you can march 12 Widowmines into the center of your opponent's army, instantly burrow them, you're going to have an instant explosion.
Yeah, definitely. You can also bait them positionally over units if you're doing a retreat or something.
Now, there's been some good denying of this third base here by HOTS. I mean, our Terran player did want to move out. Ooh, shooting his own orbital. I'm not seeing things this time. He actually shot his own orbital. Anyways, I mean, keeping the Terran at bay, this is what you need to do. He needs that extra gas. If he's going mech, yeah, okay, he's got a ton of resources he can burn on, like, Widowmines and Hellbats, but he needs the gas for units like Thors and Siege Tanks.
Yeah, the game right now is definitely all about denying that base. Looks like the Reapers might finally get caught.
You can't outrun Speedlings. Nothing outruns Speedlings.
Yep, down they go finally. But those Reapers did a fantastic job. I mean, just the first one in the early game forced an early Spine Crawler and 8 Lings. So I think those Reapers have earned their retirement.
I want to pay tons of compliments to the Reapers, but look at the map right now. We look at the creep spread, which has been super accelerated thanks to the Overlords. He's got 4 bases to the barely 2 of his opponent. I mean, Walmart here, he's trying to get this third, but there's the creep. It's going to take forever to recede. It's just, oh, it's so annoying to have to deal with that. Meanwhile, there's a huge army of Zerglings just waiting to strike. We've got Enduring Locusts, we've got Swarm Hosts on the way. I mean, this is looking so good for HOTS.
Yeah, he's in such a great position. Anytime that the Terran actually wants to move out of his base, he's going to have to, like, crawl so slowly with Widow Mines to be able to do it. It's just going to be unfair. And even then, there's an Overseer out here looking for anything that maybe pokes out a little bit too far.
I really like the choice of Swarm Hosts, by the way. I mean, in general, Swarm Hosts are great against mech, but more importantly, against non-siege tanks, these Swarm Hosts are going to wreck these Thors. There's not enough Hellbats, and even so, Hellbats will still be taken down by the Locusts. You need siege tanks to zone them out.
Definitely, but you know what else? The Hive has just finished up, and that means that Vipers can come into play. And I don't know if you've seen Vipers against mech, but it's actually just unfair. The Blinding Cloud just nullifies everything a mech army can do.
Yeah, and if it's not going to Blinding Cloud, it'll pull them right into the heart of the Zerg army.
Yeah, a bit of column A, a bit of column B in that sense. I mean,
look at this creep. This is so disgusting. He can't even land his 4th command center. Like, as a Terran player, I am so frustrated watching this game. I mean, I love HOTS, don't get me wrong. He's a great Zerg player, but right now, I'm kind of giving him the bird. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he's only on 3 orbitals too, so he can't continuously afford to be scanning every 2 seconds to clean up the next creep tumor. I mean, he's having such a hard time.
Well,
actually, no, he has a Raven with him.
Yeah, he only just recently got the Raven out. That was to save him a bit of resources here and there, but with these Locusts up, he's not going to establish this base anytime soon. Unless this Terran player can clean up the Swarm Hosts, the Locusts are just going to keep coming.
Oh, and he snipes the Raven, does lose quite a few mutas.
Oh no, and without the Raven, he can't really get these Swarm Hosts. You see that scan's constantly going down, but Slavic on the run here, he does not want to lose these Swarm Hosts.
Yeah, but he's in such a crazy position. How many Swarm Hosts is that? Good God, it's 14.
Oh, Zepph, we got Ultralisk coming, and my favorite thing about casting HOTS is the fact that he has the Ultralisk skin.
Yeah, there's a cast we did a while back, seeing that Ultralisk skin for like the first time.
Just like completely gushing over it, like forget what's happening in the game.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'm pretty jelly.
And this command center still can't land. There's more constantly active creep tumors just rebuilding themselves here. This is so unfair.
Oh, this is, oh gosh, such a sticky situation with the Terran. Just can't catch a break. The creep is up in his 3rd now even.
The Ultras are out, Zepph. Look at these. Oh, the glowy red spiky meats of doom.
Wow, that looks so sick.
But okay, we got our Terran player Walmart marching across the field. Wow, crossing across the field. Raven leading the charge. He can't lose this. He's got to be careful. He needs the detection more than anything else that could come out of this.
Yeah, the Overlord's actually taking the hits from the Widow Mines there, which is actually really great. The Swarm Host only took a slight amount of damage. There's a Seeker Missile going up on the Swarm Host.
It's not going to do much. Seeker Missiles are not as strong as they once were. But Ultralists have got to be careful. The Ultralists cannot take on these Thors.
No,
I mean, this mech army is going to destroy Ultras, but the flank from behind with the Zergling is going to help with this. Widow Mine splash damaging their own tanks, taking out the Zerglings, allowing the Ultras to just push forward. There's not a lot of them, but there's enough of them.
Yeah, that is pretty much it for that push. I mean, the Swarm Host did a lot of damage, and you're right, that flank just sealed the deal. There was too much going on there for the mech army to be able to survive. And I mean, now he's just in such a great position, getting more Ultras, more Lings, great Aspire coming along for the tech switch. In fact, he actually has a ton of drones in his main. He could move over to his new 5th base, I think it is.
I think it's pretty safe to say half this map, 60% of this map belongs to the Zerg player. There's just no question about it. The Hellions want to do a run by, but they're caught by Ultralisks. Like, oh, what are you doing there? I was... Swarm Host, oh man, once again sieging this base that will just never get to land. Zepph, let's take bets right now. Do you think this command center will ever land?
It might, but only briefly.
Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on this as well. I mean, he could try and land it away from the minerals, which would be more effective than floating here like it has been for 5 minutes, but realistically, we've got so much creep and so much constant assault going on, I don't see this command center landing anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, HOTS knows exactly what's going on the map the entire time.
Top left, look at this. Oh, this is just dirty.
Yeah, so he can see that, and if the Terran actually clears that up and tries to land it, HAppyzerg is going to be like, LOL, just runs around the map and takes that out.
Oh, Command Center did land!
Ugh.
Now, I do want to stress this while we've got a bit of fighting going on here. It's this creep that is hurting the Terran player more than any composition that the Zerg player could throw at him. Whether it's Ultras, Broods, or whatever, it's the consistent amount of denied everything. He can't mine, he can't expand, he can't do anything, thanks to that creep.
And there's the GG.
Tapping out. Good game from Walmart.